Good morning, students. Nowadays, we are studying the lesson "The Hundred Dresses." First part of this lesson, the hundred dresses, because this lesson has two parts. So it is the first part, and in our previous video we had known that how Poles community migrated in USA, and there was a story of Wanda Petronsky. She was also migrant. So Wanda Petronsky usually sat in the corner of her classroom. We know that, and there was mud and dirt and laughter and noise in this corner of the room, and she sat with the rough voice there, and nobody took notice of this young Polish girl, means Venda. When Venda did not come to school, her absence remained unnoticed for some time. Even the girls Peggy and Maddie, who waited for her after the school to make fun of her, did not notice Venda's absence. These two girls noticed her absence on Wednesday, as they had kept waiting for her so that they could have some fun with her. So, the now what happened next? We will study the next para. So, move on the next para. Wenda Petronsky, most of the children in the room, 13, didn't have names like that. They had names easy to say, like Thomas, Smith, Alan. There was one boy named Bounce, Willie Bounce, and people thought that was funny, but not funny in the same way that Petronsky was. And now, Wenda Petronsky, her name was Wenda Petronsky. Most of the children in the room number 13, where Wenda Petronsky sat, they didn't have names like that. She had a strange name because she was not in that American community. She was from the Poland community, Poles community. So she had a different name. Petronsky was her surname was. They had names, and the Americans had names very easy to say, like the Thomas, Smith, Allen, and one boy's name was Willie Bounce, and people thought that was funny. But Willie Bounce was not such as funny as the Petronsky was. So they thought the Petronsky name was too lengthy and so funny. Wenda did not have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that didn't hang right. And Wenda was a very poor girl, and she did not have friends too, because she was very quiet girl. She did not speak to her classmates. She came to school alone and went home alone. She lived in Bogan Heights. She always wore a faded blue dress. She always wore faded blue dress. She had only one faded blue dress, and that didn't hang right. Didn't hang right. The meaning of didn't hang right is here. You can see, did not fit properly, and she wore faded blue dress, and that dress was not fit properly. It was clean, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. Though that was clean, but it had never been ironed properly. Meant it was crossed and it has lining all over the dress. She did not have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. She did not have any friends, but all that lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground. And sometimes they surrounded her. They means all the girls, a lot of girls. They surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching. When she stood watching the little girls to play hopscotch. Hopscotch is the name of a game. a game in which children hop, means jump, into and over squares marked on the ground. They made squares on the ground and they jumped over the squares. You can see that. So hopscotch is a game, and little girls usually play hopscotch game. And she stood there for watching that game, and all the girls, a lot of girls surrounded her at that place. Venda, Peggy would say in a most courteous manner, as though she were talking to Miss Mason. And there was a girl, Peggy, named Peggy, and we know that she was very popular girl in the school. She was very rich girl in the school, and she would say in a most courteous manner. It is a courteous manner, means very polite manner, as though she were talking to Miss Mason. Who was Miss Mason? Miss Mason was their class teacher. So, as Peggy talked to her class teacher, Miss Mason, as courteous as she spoke to, she would say to Peggy, she would say to Venda. So she would say, Venda, Venda, she would say, giving one of her friend a nudge, tell us. And when she would say Venda, so she give a nudge. Nudge means, you can see the meaning of nudge here, a gentle push by elbow. So because she wanted to make fun on Venda, she wanted to make a joke on Venda, she wanted to tease Venda, so she she gave a nudge to her friend by her elbow, and she said that, Venda, tell us, how many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet? And when she saw that Venda wore a single dress, a single blue dress, and that was not ironed, and that is very crossed, and that was not fit for her, and she was poor. She already always all of these things Peggy already knew that, but she wanted to tease her, she wanted to make fun of her. So she said that, how many dresses did you say you have hanging up in your closet? Closet means your almirah, your place. How many dresses have you? And then 100, Venda would say. It is such strange. And Venda answered her, 100 dresses. 100? Exclaimed all the little girls incredulously, and the little ones would stop playing hopscotch and listen. And when she went out, say 100, so exclaimed all the little girls incredulously. They spoke loudly, 100, incredulously. Incredulously, you can see meaning from your showing unwillingness to believe. It means it is unbelievable. And they spoke loudly, 100. And after listening the 100 dress loudly, so little girls who would play, who were playing a hopscotch game, they stopped their game and they listened what had happened. What is 100? Yeah, 100, all lined up, said Venda. And Venda said, yes, yeah means yes. I have 100 dresses and all lined up in my closet. Then her thin lips drew together in silence. So she spoke only this sentence, yeah, 100, all lined up, and then she silence. What are they like? All silk, I bet, said Peggy. And Peggy would make a joke, and Peggy said that, what are they like? All silk, I bet. I can bet on that. Were they silk? Yeah, all silk, all colors. Venda said, yes, they are all silk and all colors. They are velvet too. Yes, velvet too. Yeah, velvet too. Velvet is a kind of cloth. It is a soft kind of cloth. So she asked the velvet too. So Venda said that yes, velvet too. I have velvet too. 100 dresses, Venda would repeat uh, stolidly, all lined up in my closet. And Venda would repeat stolidly. Stolidly means without showing any feelings. She normally said, 100 dresses, yes. All silk and all colors, they have and velvet too. Yes, all lined up in my closet. She normally said this sentence. Then they would let her go. Then they would let her go, and she went from there, Venda. And then before she had gone very far, when she was near to them, when she about to go, they couldn't help bursting into shriek and peals of laughter. They laughed behind her very loudly. Bursting means very loudly. They laughed on her because they were making only fun on her. 100 dresses, obviously. The only dress Vanda had was the blue one. She wore every day. She wore every day that blue dress only, and she said that she had 100 dresses. So why did she say she had 100 dresses? What a story behind that. So they said, all the girls, a lot of girls, or Peggy too, they said that why did she say that she had 100 dresses? What was the story behind that? While she was wearing only one dress, and everyday blue dress, and that was not ironed, and she said that she had 100 dresses all lined up and all colors and silk too and everything, whatever. How many shoes did you say you had? The Peggy asked again. How many shoes? 60 pairs, all lined up in my closet, Vanda said. And the shoes, he said that 60 pairs. Cries of exaggerated politeness greeted this all alike. And cries of exaggerated politeness, and making a exaggerated politeness, making a false politeness, making a extreme politeness. They said that all alike. Were they alike? Were they same? Oh no, every pair is different, she said. Venda said that no, no, all are not same or are not alike. They every pair is different, all colors, all lined up. It was the mystery. So Peggy, so look at the next para. Peggy, who had thought up this game, and Maddie, her inseparable friend, were always the last to leave. So Peggy and Maggie, they were friend, and Peggy, who had thought of this game, Peggy invented this game, this dress game. She always questioned on Venda that how many dresses had you and how many shoes had you. And Maddie, her closest friend, inseparable friend, means close friend, were always the last to leave, and they made fun on Venda. Finally, Venda would move up the street, her eyes dull and her mouth closed, hitching her left shoulder every now and then in funny way she had, finishing the walk to school alone. And finally, Venda would move up the street. Her eyes was dull and her mouth was closed. She was very nervous and she was very sad girl because she knew that all the girls made fun on her. All the girls make joke on her. All the girls wanted to tease her. She knew everything. She was very emotional girl, and she hitching her left shoulder. Hitching means raising or lifting and jerk. So it was her habit that hitching or lifting or raising her left shoulder every now and then, in the funny way she had, finishing the walk to school alone. And she went home alone, and she came school alone. She had no any friend. She was very sad, and she knew that all girls made fun on her. So it is very strange thing. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children from bullies and she cried for hours if she saw an animal mistreated. If anybody had said to her, "Don't you think that is cruel way to treat Venda?" So Peggy, it is the character of Peggy, and Peggy was not really cruel. While she was making fun on Venda, when she was teasing on Venda, but the writer said that Peggy was not really cruel girl. She protected small children from bullies. Bullies, you can say, those who use their power to frighten weaker people. Yeah. Those who use their strength or power to frighten the weaker people, that is called bully. So she protected small children from bullies, and she cried for hours if she saw that an animal mistreated too. An animal too mistreated, she cried for hours. It means she was very good girl and she was not cruel girl. And when anybody had asked a question to her, "Don't you think that is a cruel way to treat Venda?" When you treat Venda, that is the cruel way. So when somebody asked a question to her, so she would have been very surprised. She would have been very surprised. Cruel? I am cruel? No, I am not cruel. Why did the she gave reason and behind that, and she said that why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Anybody could tell that that was a lie. Why did she want to lie? And she was not just an ordinary person else. Why did she have a name like that anyway? They never made her cry. So she said that that she would have been very surprised, and she said that why did the girl say that she had 100 dresses? Why? So everybody knows that she was telling lie. So Venda was telling lie because she had only one blue dress and she was very poor girl. But she would say that she had 100 dresses. So it is lie. So why did she want to speak lie? And she was not just an ordinary person, and she said that she was not ordinary person like us. She was a different from us, and she had a different name. She had a strange name like that, Petronsky. But anyway, they never made her cry. They made fun on her and they made joke on her and they tease her, but they never made such as joke or such as type of joke and such as teasing that she would cry. That they never made her cry. After that, as for Maddie, this business of asking Venda every day now how many dresses and how many hats and how many this and that she had was bothering her. Maddie was poor herself. And for Maddie, it was the character of Peggy. And now we will know the character or the nature of Maddie. Maddie, this business of asking Venda every day, that this business or this game, when Peggy asked Venda every day how many dresses and how many hats and how many this and that and how many shoes and whatever she had bothering her, Maddie was poor herself. So Maddie did not like that game. Maddie was poor herself. She usually wore somebody's hand-me-down clothes. What is the meaning hand-me-down clothes? Hand-me-down clothes means old clothes. Means handed down by someone. It is the second-hand clothes. You can say it is the second-hand clothes. So Maddie usually wore second-hand clothes from her cousins or her sisters or Maggie or Peggy too. She wore second-hand clothes of Peggy too. Thank goodness she didn't live up on Bogan Heights or have a funny name. And she thanked God that she did not have that funny name like Wenda Petronsky, and she didn't live on the Bogan Heights and she was not migrant. She thanked God. Sometimes when Peggy was asking Wenda those questions in that mocking, polite voice, Maddie felt embarrassed and studied the marbles in her palm of her hand, rolling them around and saying nothing herself. And sometimes when Peggy was asking Wenda those type of question and mocking means the false, mean to make fun of her, means the false polite voice. When Peggy made of polite voice and when she asked questions to Wenda and when she wanted to tease or made fun on Wenda, so Maddie felt embarrassed. Maddie was very nervous and she had some marbles and in her hand and she was rolling and studied. She was looking those marbles and rolling those marbles in her hand. It means it shows that she was helpless. She could not do anything. She could not stop Peggy while she wanted that Peggy was doing wrong. Not that she felt sorry for Wenda exactly, and it is not that she felt sorry for Wenda, but it is the another reason behind that, that she felt embarrassed. She would never have paid any attention to Wenda if Peggy hadn't invented the dress game. The main reason, the dress game is the main reason behind that, because she was also poor and she wore the second hand dress. And when Peggy made comment on her dress and she started the dress game, she asked her new questions every day to Wenda, and some same questions every day on the Wenda, how many dresses had she had. um, Maddie was upset by this game, dress game, and this upset was not for Wenda. This she felt sorry for Wenda. It was not, but she didn't like the dress game. Why? Because but suppose Peggy and all others started in on her next. When she thought that, okay, that she was also poor and she wore the second hand dresses, and what happened if the all girls and Peggy also started the same dress game on her. So she got embarrassed when she saw that Peggy was teasing Wenda, when Peggy was making a dress game on Wenda. She was not poor as Wenda perhaps was. She was poor. She was not as poor as Wenda. Wenda was extremely poor, but Maddie was poor, but she was not as poor as Wenda. But she was poor too. Of course, she would have more sense than to say she had 100 dishes, and she thought that she has more sense that she would not say any time that she had 100 dishes if she had not. Still, she would not like for them to begin on her like that. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wenda Petronsky. So she thought that she wished that she wanted that Peggy would stop teasing Wenda Petronsky on the dresses game. So it was the nature of Maddie, and you can see here. And now it is the end of today's teaching and today's para, and you have now some questions too. And so there are three questions you can see here. The first one, in what way was Wenda different from the other children? Okay. Mm, so it is the first question. In what way was the Wenda different from the other children? You can write answer of this question. And the second question: did Wenda have 100 dishes? What do you think? What do you think she said she did? Is she why do you think she said that she had 100 dishes while she had only one dish? So that is the question. And the third question: why is Maddie embarrassed by the question Peggy asked Wenda? The dress game. Is she also like Wenda or is she different? What is it? So you have to answer all these three questions. Okay, and now it is the time of Hindi summary. तो हमने इसमें पढ़ लिया था कि किस तरह से वेंडा पेट्रॉन्स्की एक माइग्रेंट गर्ल है, पोलिश गर्ल है और अमेरिका में रहती है, उसके साथ किस तरह से डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता है और उसका एक अजीब सा उसका नाम है वेंडा पेट्रॉन्स्की, जो कि वहाँ के बच्चों को बड़ा अजीब लगता है। वो एक कॉर्नर पर बैठती है, बड़ी साइलेंट गर्ल है, चुपचाप रहती है और पीछे बैठती है, गरीब लड़की है, बोगेन हाइट्स नाम की जगह से आती है, अकेली स्कूल आती है, पैदल चल करके आती है। ये सारी चीज़ें हमने पढ़ी हैं और आज फिर आगे शुरू करते हैं कि वेंडा पेट्रॉन्स्की जो है वो जो उसके बच्चे हैं उसके एक रूम में, रूम नंबर 13 में, उनके नाम वैसे नहीं हैं जैसे कि उसका नाम है वेंडा पेट्रॉन्स्की। उनके नाम थोड़ा इजी टू से हैं, माने आसानी से बोले जा सकते हैं, जैसे थॉमस, स्मिथ, एलन, छोटे छोटे नाम हैं। और एक लड़के का नाम विली बाउंस है, तो लोगों को लगता है कि शायद ये फ़नी नेम है, लेकिन इतना फ़नी नहीं है कि जितना उनको वेंडा पेट्रॉन्स्की लगता है। एक अजीब सा नाम है, मतलब कॉमन नाम नहीं है उनके, जैसे कॉमन नाम होते हैं ऐसे नहीं है। पेट्रॉन्स्की थोड़ा सा एक अजीब सा अलग सा उनको नाम लगता है, इसलिए वो उसको एक अलग तरीके से देखते हैं। और वेंडा की कोई फ्रेंड नहीं है और वो अकेली स्कूल आती है, अकेली घर जाती है और वो हमेशा एक ब्लू ड्रेस पहनती है जो कि बहुत फेडेड है, कलर मतलब उसका कलर उड़ गया है और वो फिट भी नहीं है, डिडंट हैंग राइट, मीन्स वो पूरी तरह से उस पर उसकी फिटिंग भी ठीक नहीं है और वो डेली उसी को पहन के आती है क्योंकि बहुत गरीब है। हालांकि वो ड्रेस क्लीन रहती है, साफ़ सुथरी रहती है, लेकिन उस पर प्रेस नहीं हुई रहती है, वो क्रस्ट सिकुड़ी सी होती है, सलवटें उसमें दिखती हैं। तो इस तरह से वो गरीब है। उसका कोई दोस्त नहीं है। बहुत सारी लड़कियां हालांकि उससे बात करती हैं जब वो बाहर इंटरवल में बाहर आती है, और छोटी छोटी लड़कियां जब हॉप स्कॉच गेम खेलती हैं। हॉप स्कॉच एक गेम का नाम है जिसमें स्क्वायर बनाए जाते हैं ग्राउंड्स में और फिर बच्चे उसके ऊपर जंप करते हैं, उछलते हैं। आप लोग भी खेलते हैं ये गेम। तो छोटी लड़कियां जब हॉप स्कॉच गेम खेलती रहती हैं तो वो उनको देखने के लिए जब बाहर आती है, खड़ी रहती है एक जगह, तो बाकी लड़कियां भी उसकी क्लासमेट जो हैं उसके आसपास आ जाती हैं, उसके चारों तरफ से घेर लेती है और उसका फिर मजाक उड़ाना शुरू करती हैं। और उनमें से एक लड़की है पैगी, जो कि बहुत ही पॉपुलर गर्ल है, वो उस क्लास की, आपने पहले पढ़ा है। और पैगी जो है वो बड़ी ही कोर्टियस मैनर में, जिस तरह से वो अपनी क्लास टीचर से बात करती है उसी तरह से बड़ी पोलाइटली उससे बोलती है वेंडा, और उससे क्वेश्चन करती है कि वेंडा, और फिर जिस समय वो वेंडा कहती है वो अपनी एक फ्रेंड को कोहनी मारती है हल्की सी पीछे से कि देख अब मैं इसको चिढ़ाऊंगी, देख मैं इसके लिए क्या क्वेश्चन पूछूंगी देख। और फिर नज करती है, नज मीन्स एक कोहनी से हल्की सी जेंटल पुश करती है अपने फ्रेंड को जो उसके बगल में रहती है। और फिर पूछती है वेंडा हाउ मेनी ड्रेसेस डिड यू से यू हैव हैंगिंग अप इन योर क्लोजेट, कि वेंडा बताओ तुम्हारी क्लोजेट में, तुम्हारी अलमीरा में कितनी सारी ड्रेस हैं, कितनी ड्रेस हैं तुम्हारे पास। जबकि उसको पता है कि उसके पास एक ही ड्रेस है, वो बेचारी गरीब है और किस तरह से ड्रेस पहन के आती है, रोज़ एक ही ड्रेस पहनती है, लेकिन फिर भी उसको चिढ़ाने के लिए कितनी ड्रेस हैं तुम्हारे पास। अच्छा, और वेंडा का आंसर जो होता है वो तो और भी स्ट्रेंज है, वो तो और चौंकाने वाला है। वो कहती है 100 ड्रेस हैं मेरे पास। और 100, और जैसे वो 100 बोलती है सारी लड़कियां ज़ोर से चिल्लाती हैं 100, क्योंकि वो अनबिलीवेबल है उनके लिए, अविश्वसनीय है। और वो जो छोटी लड़कियां वो जो हॉप स्कॉच खेल रही वो भी रोक देती हैं अपना गेम, वो बोलती क्या क्या हो रहा है, कितनी ज़ोर से चिल्लाई है, 100 क्या हुआ, वो भी सुनती हैं। और वो कहती है 100, हाँ बिल्कुल 100 ड्रेसें हैं मेरे पास, सारी लाइंड अप हैं, बिल्कुल एक लाइन से लगी हुई हैं मेरी क्लोजेट में। और फिर चुप हो जाती है। फिर पैगी फिर उससे कहती है कि अच्छा मैं तो शर्त लगा सकती हूँ तुमसे कि सारी सिल्क की बनी होंगी और सब एक जैसी हैं। वो कहती है हाँ सब सिल्क की है, सारे कलर हैं, सब कलर के, हर कलर की ड्रेस है। पैगी फिर वेलवेट की भी है, वो कहती हाँ बिल्कुल है। तो 100 ड्रेसेस हैं। वेंडा अपनी बात को रिपीट करती है और बड़ी नॉर्मली रिपीट करती है बिना किसी फीलिंग के। वो कहती है हाँ 100 ड्रेसेस सब लाइंड अप लगी है मेरी क्लोजेट में। फिर वो उसको जाने देते हैं और जब तक वो बहुत दूर नहीं गई हुई होती है, वहीं आसपास में रहती है, तो पीछे से ज़ोर से हंसते हैं क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि उन्होंने उस पर जोक कर दिया है। 100 ड्रेसेस ऑब्वियसली द ओनली ड्रेस वेंडा हैड। और क्योंकि जब उसके पास केवल एक ही ड्रेस है, वो उसी ड्रेस को रोज़ पहनती है और वो कहती है मेरे पास 100 ड्रेसेस हैं। तो वो ऐसा क्यों कहती है कि उसके पास 100 ड्रेसेस है? इसके पीछे क्या स्टोरी है, क्या मिस्ट्री है? तो वो कहती है हाउ मैनी शूज़ डिड यू से यू हैड। फिर वो जूतों के बारे में पूछते हैं कि अच्छा ये बताओ तुम्हारे पास जूते कितने हैं? तो वो फिर 60 पेयर बताती है। 60 जोड़ी जूते हैं मेरे पास और सभी लाइन से लगे हुए हैं। और इस पर फिर वो और ज़्यादा एक बनावटी पोलाइटनेस बनाते हैं और बनावटी पोलाइटनेस, एक फॉल्स पोलाइटनेस से उसको ग्रीट करते हैं और बोलते हैं कि अच्छा सारे एक जैसे होंगे फिर तो। वो कहते हैं नो एवरी पेयर इज़ डिफरेंट। नहीं नहीं, हर पेयर अलग है, अलग अलग डिजाइन का है, एक एक जैसे नहीं है, और सभी कलर के, अलग अलग कलर के, सभी एक लाइन से लगे हैं। अब पैगी जिसने ये गेम बनाया है, जिसने ये गेम सोचा है, कि वो बार गेम का मतलब वो रोज़ पूछती है, वो बार बार पूछती है कितनी ड्रेस हैं तुम्हारे पास। उसका एक ही आंसर होता है 100। कितने जूते हैं तुम्हारे पास, ये सब वो डेली पूछती है। गेम बना दिया उसने उसको मजाक का। और मैडी मैडी उसकी एक दोस्त है, पैगी की दोस्त है, और वो इनसेपरेबल है, मतलब वो उसकी क्लोज़ फ्रेंड है और हमेशा उसके साथ रहती है और सबसे बाद में वो जाते हैं उसको चिढ़ाते रहते हैं। और फाइनली वेंडा जो है वो मूव करती है, अपनी गली में जाती है, उसकी आंखें डल है, उसका मुंह भी बंद है, कुछ नहीं बोलती है और बड़ी दुखी है। वो जानती है कि ये मुझे चिढ़ा रहे हैं, ये मुझे परेशान कर रहे हैं, वो सब चीज़ जानती है, भले ही बोलती नहीं है। और उसकी एक आदत है कि वो अपने लेफ़्ट शोल्डर को हिचिंग करती है, ऊपर की ओर उठाती है एक अजीब ऑकवर्ड मैनर से, और ये उसकी आदत है। और इस तरह से वो अपनी यात्रा पूरी करते अपने घर जाती है अकेली। स्कूल अकेली आती है, इस घर अकेली जाती है। पैगी जो कि अब पैगी का थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर नेचर और उसका करेक्टर बताया गया है कि पैगी कैसी है। पैगी हालांकि वास्तव में क्रूअल नहीं है। ऐसा कहा जाता है कि पैगी कोई निर्दयी है, किसी को ऐसी नहीं है। वो तो छोटे बच्चों को बुलीज से बचाती है। जो बच्चे छोटे बच्चों को तंग करते हैं तो वो उन छोटे बच्चों को बचाती है, उनको परेशान नहीं करने देती है। और अगर कोई किसी एनिमल के प्रति भी मिसट्रीट करता है तो भी वो चिल्लाती है। अर्थात वो क्रूअल गर्ल नहीं है। लेकिन जब कोई उससे पूछता है कि भाई क्या ये क्रूअल वे नहीं है, क्या क्रूअल तरीका नहीं है कि तुम वेंडा को चिढ़ाती हो, ये भी तो गलत है ना। तो वो सरप्राइज हो जाती है उस बात पर, क्रूअल, मैं क्रूअल नहीं, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। मैं तो उसको इसलिए चिढ़ाती हूँ कि वो लड़की कहती क्यों है कि मेरे पास 100 ड्रेस है, जबकि हमें सबको पता है कि वो झूठ बोल रही है। सबको पता है उसके पास एक ही ड्रेस है, सबको पता है वो एक गरीब लड़की है और उसका एक अजीब सा नाम है, और तो वो झूठ क्यों बोलती है इस तरह से। और हालांकि वो ये कहती है कि वो ये कहती है कि जो भी हो हम उसको चिढ़ाते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, लेकिन हम उसको रुलाते नहीं। खैर ये तो हुई पैगी की बात। अब मैडी के बारे में आता, जो उसकी फ्रेंड है, उसके नेचर, उसका करेक्टर वगैरह बताया गया है कि मैडी जो है वो वेंडा के इस जो बिजनेस है, जो गेम है उसका पैगी का ड्रेस वाला गेम, की वो चिढ़ाती है वेंडा को, रोज़ चिढ़ाती है कि तुम्हारे पास कितने ड्रेसें हैं, कितने हैट हैं तुम्हारे पास, कितने जूते हैं, कितने ये दिस एंड दैट है, मैंने ये चीज़ कभी वो चीज़। तो इससे वो परेशान हो जाती है, बोदर होती है और वो कहती है गलत है, कहती नहीं है लेकिन सोचती है। और क्योंकि मैडी भी गरीब लड़की है और वो हमेशा सेकेंड हैंड कपड़े ही पहनती है, अक्सर अक्सर सेकेंड हैंड कपड़े पहनती है। और वो थैंक करती है गॉड को, भगवान को, कि वो बोगिन हाइट्स में नहीं रहती, क्योंकि बोगिन हाइट्स में जो माइग्रेंट पीपल रहते हैं उनको लोग चिढ़ाते हैं, उनको लोग अलग से समझते हैं, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करते हैं उनके खिलाफ। तो वो सोचती है कि धन्यवाद भगवान का कि मैं वहाँ नहीं, बोगिन हाइट्स में नहीं रही, और मेरा ऐसा फनी नेम नहीं है जैसे पेट्रॉन्स की इसका है। अगर ऐसा मेरा भी होता तो मुझे भी ये लोग बहुत चिढ़ाते। और कभी जब पैगी जो है वेंडा से क्वेश्चन पूछती है बहुत ही मॉकिंग पोलाइट वॉइस में, मैंने एक बनावटी पोलाइट वॉइस बनाती है उसको चिढ़ाने के लिए, तो मैडी बड़ी एम्बेरस हो जाती है। मैडी अपने हाथ में उसके कांच कंचे होते हैं और उनको रोलिंग करती रहती है, उनको देखती है, और मतलब ये शो करता है कि वो एम्बेरस है, वो नर्वस है, वो कुछ बोलना चाहती है, वो पैगी को रोकना चाहती है लेकिन रोक नहीं पाती है, हेल्पलेस है। और हालांकि ये वेंडा के से सॉरी नहीं है, वेंडा के बारे में ऐसा नहीं है कि उसको वेंडा से बहुत हमदर्दी हो और वेंडा उसकी दोस्त हो और वो नहीं चाहती कि वेंडा को चिढ़ाया जाए, वो वेंडा को पसंद करती है, ऐसा नहीं है। वो एम्बेरस क्यों होती है, उसका दूसरा कारण है। उसका कारण वो ड्रेस गेम है जो पैगी बोलती है, जो ड्रेस गेम वो खेलती है, उससे बार बार ड्रेस के बारे में पूछती है। वो उसकी एक्चुअली रीज़न है इसके पीछे, क्योंकि मैडी भी गरीब है, वो भी सेकेंड हैंड ड्रेस पहनती है, वो भी अपने सिस्टर कज़िन और यहाँ तक कि वो पैगी के भी उतरे हुए कपड़े पहनती है, पैगी के भी सेकेंड हैंड कपड़े पहनती है। और वो सोचती है कि वो गरीब है, हालांकि वो इतनी गरीब नहीं है जितनी वेंडा है, लेकिन फिर भी गरीब तो है ही। और वो सोचती है कि क्या होगा अगर इन्होंने ये गेम फिर मेरे ऊपर ही चलाना शुरू कर दिया। अभी तो ये वेंडा के ऊपर चलाते हैं, ये गेम खेलते हैं, लेकिन अगर इन्होंने और बाकी लड़कियों ने मेरे ऊपर ही ये गेम शुरू कर दिया कि तुम भी तो सेकेंड हैंड कपड़े पहनती हो, ऐसा वैसा, कितनी ड्रेस तुम्हारे पास हैं, तो तब क्या होगा। तो इस बात से वो बड़ी नर्वस होती है और वो नहीं चाहती कि पैगी जो है वेंडा को चिढ़ाए, और वो चाहती है कि पैगी बंद कर दे, अपने आप ही बंद कर दे वेंडा पेट्रोल्स्की को चिढ़ाना, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं वो भी लपेटे में आ जाएगी, उसको ऐसा लगता है। तो इस तरह से ये आज का पैरा पूरा हुआ, और ये 3 क्वेश्चंस मैंने आपको बताए हैं, ये आपको करने हैं। ओके, वीडियो काफ़ी लंबी हो चुकी है। ओके।